Well, everyone, I am back once again with a Terminator Dark Fate video. Yes, you probably thought that I wasn't going to make any more Terminator Dark Fate videos. Actually, I really wasn't planning on it, but I saw the movie. You guys know how I feel about it. It was a dumpster fire. But when I saw the movie, I went just for the purposes of actually reviewing it for the channel. But my wife, who's a Terminator fan also, she hasn't seen the movie, or she hadn't seen the movie when it came out. But now it's actually on digital and it's on Blu-ray. And I wanted to know what was her reaction to a lot of the problems and everything that I actually saw in the movie. So when it came out on digital, I'm a big Amazon Prime person. I buy everything on Amazon Prime. But I said to myself, there's no way in the world I'm going to buy this movie. Not even on digital. I'll rent it, but I'm not going to buy it. I mean, renting on Amazon is pretty cheap. So when it first came out on digital, the only thing you can do is actually buy it. You couldn't actually rent it. So I was like, oh no, I'll just wait and then we'll watch it. So last night, you're able to rent it. And me and my wife sat down and we watched the movie. And I kind of figured that she was going to have a lot of the same issues with the movie that I had. And I was 100% spot on. So we watched the movie. We know in the opening scene of the movie, John Connor is killed off. And her first reaction was, quote, "Are you serious?" Yes, she was dumbfounded by this. And she didn't know the plot of the movie at all going in. She was very upset about that. And she actually told me at the end of the movie, well, if you didn't rent it, I was going to tell you to stop playing the movie right after John Connor got killed. So right at the beginning of the movie, she was completely out on it. Completely out on it because they killed John Connor. And after the movie, she went on a rampage just telling me all of these things she was highly disappointed with. She didn't like Grace. She thought Grace was very, very arrogant and disrespectful to Sarah Connor. She was happy to see Sarah Connor and Arnold Schwarzenegger back as the T-800. That was really about it. She didn't care for Danny Ramos. And remember, this is from a female perspective because this movie really was geared towards the females. You remember that Tim Miller said that this movie was going to scare misogynists. Now, I'm assuming that he's talking about all men in general. He thinks that all men just don't like women for some reason. It's absolutely ridiculous that he actually said that. Now, remember also your movie bombed at the box office, lost over $130 million because you made a movie that wasn't geared towards Terminator fans. You made a movie that was really kind of geared towards SJWs. But guess what? SJWs don't go out to movies and watch them. And SJWs really only a small minority, but they get a lot of press, they get a lot of media attention and everything. But anyway, back to my wife's reaction. I should have asked her actually, where does this movie rank? Because I'm pretty sure based on her reaction, this movie would have been dead last on every single Terminator movie. I mean, she was very, very upset. She loves Terminator 2 Judgment Day a lot. We love watching that movie. She never has a complaint about that movie at all. Now, she's not the Terminator fan, the first one. I mean, she likes it, but Terminator 2 is on a whole nother level for her watching the movie. So think of that. She was going to tell me, I should say, to stop playing the movie after they killed John Connor because she was out on it. And she asked the question, well, John Connor's killed off, so therefore nobody in the future knows about John Connor. They don't know who he is, even though he was supposed to be the leader of the human resistance. Didn't happen in his timeline. She also brought up that it made no sense for the Arnold T-800 to show up if they actually stopped Judgment Day, and they also killed, or they destroyed Skynet before it was born. it doesn't make any sense. So she caught on to a lot of the same plot points and issues that I had in the movie too. It's a disaster, and I will never watch this movie ever again. It's very, very disappointing. And it got to the point where we were watching a movie and I was just so disappointed watching this movie again because I'd only seen it one time. I started playing on my tablet and I really wasn't even paying attention to the movie. I just wasn't. I didn't care. And that's very, very sad that I don't care about a Terminator movie. Now, everybody knows I'm a big Star Wars fan, love Star Wars. Big Rocky fan. If you watched our live stream, we got into a big Rocky conversation. And Terminator's right up there also. All three of those movie franchises are way up there. Now, Terminator, Star Wars, they both have fallen so low right now because they want to gear towards social justice. The Rocky franchise, no. But it's a disaster. No, they want to make this movie for a quote unquote female audience. But really, females already loved Terminator the way it was. They did. This version of Terminator, the woke version of Terminator, nobody cared about it. If they cared about it, they would have went out, they would have watched the movie. But you know what? You made it geared towards females, and my wife, a female, hated your movie. So that's just my thoughts on this. Well, not necessarily my thoughts on this, but this is my wife's thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Terminator Dark Fate, an epic disaster from a female perspective. So guys, let me know what you think about all this in the comments. If you're new here to the channel, please hit subscribe to catch future videos from me, and we will catch you on the next video. John Matrixx, out.